Alright guys, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for supporting the series. We are right near the end of the game. I believe we've only got this and then 2 more parts until the end of the game. Don't quote me on that. Hopefully I can do it within the next 3 parts. It will be awesome. But just to catch you guys up to speed, Naomi Hunter is not who she says she is. She has took someone's identity and we believe she's a spy. The Colonel is also not telling us something, which is a bit fishy. Miller basically found out all this information and just basically let us know. The PAL key got shot out of our hand by Ocelot and went down into the sewer. We've just finished collecting it and we've discovered the PAL key. We needed 3 of them originally, and Otacon has just let us know that we've actually got all 3 keys. It's one key, it's a metal alloy, and it changes with temperature. So we're going to go up and put the PAL key into that server room at room temperature. Then we need to get it at 2 other heats. So we need to get a freezing cold, which will be where we fought Vulcan Raven, and then in the furnace, where it's obviously a lot hotter in there. So there is going to be a lot of just walking about, going back and forth, maybe a few codec calls here and there. So we're just going to have a random talk about games and experiences in this part. It's going to be a bit of a unique twist to a part, because I'm not going to basically be saying, oh, there's an enemy there, oh, there's this, oh, boss fight, blah, blah, blah. It's just going to be a lot of walking and a lot of talking, but I'm actually kind of excited for it because it'll be a new spin on an episode. So anyway, let's get it. So let's equip the PAL key just to be safe. Where is it? So there's the PAL key, as you can see. Emergency input or override device now. It does change with the temperature, so we've got it at room temperature at the moment. We need to go all the way back up. One thing I do just want to randomly talk about, which I'm actually going to get up to after speaking to Otacon. I'm going to see if he relays the information back just to get you guys up to speed.
You found the card key, right? First comes the room temperature key. Put it into the far left terminal in the control room.
Okay, there you go. And then I'll see if Campbell says anything about Naomi Hunter potentially being a spy.
You got the card key. Good. Now get back to the control room and use that key to re-input the PAL codes. Stop that launch.
I guess not. So, yeah, just on the topic of games, a lot of you guys might not have experienced this yet, or some of you might just be old enough to have experienced it, but it just hasn't happened to you. So basically, oh, the control room's all the way up here. So basically, when you get your first proper job, like full-time job, I'm not talking like a paper round or anything. When you get your first full-time job, sometimes you tend to like stay away from games unintentionally. So it's not just a full-time job. Say if you get a full-time job and then you discover certain sexual orifices in that way, you sort of start paying your attention to that. Hiding the sausage, beating the bishop, playing the old skin flute, sucking on the calcium cannons, plenty of stuff. I mean, I could go on and on with naming this type of stuff. And you sort of realise, well, you don't realise that you haven't been playing games anywhere near as frequently as you used to. So I'm wondering, if any of you guys have experienced that, what game? Oh shit. Okay, hang on a minute. How did that not raise the alarm just then? Right, get that I know. If you guys have experienced that, or even it doesn't have to necessarily be the exact same experience, but have you had a moment in your life, whether you've had a kid or you've just got a new partner, or something's happened in your life where you haven't gave as much attention to video games as you would have liked? What game got you back into gaming? Now for me, it was Uncharted 4. And there was a good... what I'll do is I'll explain it once we got through this part, because we do have to chaff grenade this shit, because there's quite a few cameras in there. And then we've got the PAL key. Yep, here we go, bitch. Put that in quickly, and there's probably a cutscene. Yeah, here we go.
PAL code number 1 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2, freeze the key.
Now we need to use another chaff grenade, so what I'm going to do is get out this room and call off the con. I know what to do anyway, because it's a bit obvious what to do to freeze the key, but it's just to actually show you guys how to obtain this information sometimes, in case you are stuck in this game. Always use the codec. That goes for all Metal Gear Solid games. Always use the codec if you're stuck, because it can help an awful lot, as you'll see from here now.
Next, you've got to cool the card key. Where should I do that? This is Alaska. Go outside. It's cold everywhere. But you're close to the warehouse where you fought Raven, right? That place is right in the middle of the permafrost layer, and there's no heater either.
Okay, so that's how you obtain that information on getting told where to go. I just put 2 and 2 together and thought, yep, okay, that's where we're going to have to go. Now, we do have to go all the way down. Oh, shit! Okay, not good. Completely forgot there was an enemy there. I killed him last time, so I thought maybe he might have disappeared. Shit! Didn't mean to use a grenade. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Stop following me. Stop following me. Oh, really? Right. Let's get this back to normal. Oh, fuck. Have I got any rations left? Yes. Oh, I've got 4 rations. Okay. Body armor it is, baby. Here we go. Okay, we should be okay now. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. This is taking a lot longer than expected. I thought I was just going to steamroll and walk through this. Maybe not. Hang on, is anyone following us? Really, bitch. Hang on, did that not get him? There we go. Okay, so that one guard resulted in us getting about 4 guards on us, so let's ration up just to be safe. Probably didn't need to use that last one then. Have you guys had an experience in your life, which obviously there might be some of you that are still, you know, you may be still in school, or, you know, you in the early part of your life where, and I mean, a lot of you guys can agree with me on this, if you stayed with me in the video this far. Basically, as when you're younger, before you reach an adult, it's easy to take for granted how much you can play games. And don't get me wrong, I can play games now because I work a shift pattern of 4 shifts on, 4 shifts off, and it actually works really well for me. So on my 4 days off, I can choose, you know, to see my family, play games. I can spend the whole day playing games. I mean, I've done that with Alan Wake 2 just before. Spent the whole day playing Alan Wake, smashed through it, completed it. But yeah, so when you're a kid, or when you're younger, should I say, it is a lot easier to get time into playing games. Now, when you get older, certain things might happen. You know, you just might have a kid, you might, you know, be getting married, you might just have a really stressful job that's a 9 to 5, so you only get, you know, a day off a week or anything like that. You know, it can be a number of things, or you can just maybe, there's no new games that interest you, so you just fall out of love with gaming in a way. My situation was purely, I got my first full-time job, and I also got a girlfriend at the time. Now obviously I'm not with her, I'm with Rebecca now, so she's probably going to be hissing at me all throughout this video now that I'm talking about this. So let's use the key card and I'll show you what I mean. So it's yellow at the moment and we just need to wait for it to turn blue. Now, I sort of didn't have as much time focused on gaming. I've always had a love for gaming, but I didn't have anywhere near as much time focused on it as I would have liked to. But when Uncharted 4 came out, I previously played, it was kind of weird, when I first got a PS3, I played Uncharted 3 first, because my friend Liam, he brought Uncharted 3 around and was like, you need to play this, it's amazing. Played Uncharted 3 and was like, oh my god, how great is this? You know, the set pieces, the action, the story, the dialogue, humour, everything like that, and a number of things. I was like, this is amazing, I need to play more games like this. Then I played Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2. So when Uncharted 4 got released, I was like, I need to get back on that. And this was after about a year not playing games. And I got Uncharted 3. So this should be getting cold now, surely. Really? So maybe if I stand in the middle, maybe. Yeah, maybe if I stand in the middle. Okay, looks like I might just have to, you know, stand here and talk. But Uncharted 4 got me back into it massively. I still remember booting up that game. When I got the game, I put it into the console, obviously as you do if you're buying it physically. And I think I must have started playing it around 4 or 5 p.m. and I didn't get off the game until about 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, and I only had little breaks in between, you know, to get something quick to eat and stuff like that. And oh my god, it was just... There we go. See, the key is now blue, so we can now take it. I don't know if we have to rush back because, you know, it can get warmer and gradually get to room temperature, but we'll just go. Go. I hope I did do it right then because it did turn blue, so unless the blue fades on it, which I hope it doesn't. So, you know what, let's keep it equipped. Now, yeah, Uncharted 4, I remember booting it up, spent 12 hours playing it. Oh shit, that's one thing I forgot about. I knew I forgot something. And it was mesmerising. There was just something about it that it brought nostalgia back for something that I wasn't nostalgic for. Like, obviously, you can say you're nostalgic for gaming, but this is a game that I was playing for the first time in my life. And it just took me back to the love of playing games. And it was, I mean, I've never felt out of love playing games. Never in my life have I thought, you know what, gaming isn't for me, I don't like playing games. I've always loved playing games since I was a kid. But there was something about getting Uncharted 4 and playing through it the first time. It was just, there was no feeling like it. And I don't think, it sounds daft to some of you who obviously aren't huge Uncharted fans, but nothing came close to it. The other time that I can think of is The Last of Us on the PS3. That's one of the first games I bought on the PS3 because I watched YouTube videos for it and thought, you know what, this game looks good, it looks amazing, because as I said, there was a brief period where I wasn't playing games. And playing The Last of Us for the first time, obviously it's by Naughty Dog, you know, to a point they play similar, Uncharted and The Last of Us, you know, they're both story heavy games, you know, the mechanics are a lot of the time are the same, unless you don't see Joel, you know, scaling up buildings dead high and that, although it would be kind of funny, but I think his bad knees would have something to say about that. So yeah, just that's obviously an experience from myself. I'm just wondering if you guys have had an experience like that, you know, a moment where you haven't fallen out of love with gaming, or I'd say even if you have fallen out of love with gaming, have you had an experience where there's a game that's brought you back into it? What game has brought you back into gaming to the point where you think, I love this, you know, why did I do this? I love everything about it, this is amazing, it's perfect. You know, there's probably a number of games that you can reel off, like you think, this is just the best thing ever. And, I mean, hang on, let me get the chaff grenade. Now we're on that topic, and obviously if you guys want to let me know, you know, if there are specific games like that, like I've got you back into the love of gaming, or, you know, rejuvenated at all, yeah, let me know. It'll be nice to hear, like, it's not just me in this situation, because none of my friends have experienced the same thing.
Palcode number 2 confirmed. Awaiting Palcode number 3.
Okay, there goes pal code number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
Okay, now I have a good idea on where to warm the key, but I'm just gonna do the same thing that I've done with Otacon before. Give them a quick call, and it'll explain to you guys where to go for it, just so that way you're getting as much information as possible, rather than me just saying, oh, I know how to do this, and how to do this. There's no fun in that, unless I'm speedrunning the game, but I ain't about that life. I talk too much and I'm too patient with stuff.
Somewhere warm? What about the blast furnace? But the problem is, if you go through a cold place on the way back, the card key might change shape. You need to hurry on the way back.
Okay, so blast furnace, and we need to absolutely dash through, hitting toes, you know, so we're basically going to have to be the Flash. That's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to be the Flash coming back through. Now, wait for him to come back out, and then, there we go. Is he done for? Yep, he's done for. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. And we've got a ration back. How many rations we got? Shit, we've only got 2 rations. I thought we had more. God damn. Right, play it safe, make sure there's no enemies. Nope. So now we've dealt with that question and me talking about, you know, Uncharted 4 rejuvenating sort of my love for gaming because I took some time away from it unintentionally. There was other games along that way or just after that I thought, you know what, I'm missing out on so much because when I first got a PS4, I mean, I had the PS3 for a while and I had to sell my PlayStation 3 because I was in a bit of a bad situation where I had to move out of where I was living and I moved back in with a family member and I had to sell my PlayStation in order to afford money so I can get the bus to the job I just got. Essentially, it wasn't within walking distance and it took an hour to an hour and a half on the bus, so if I was to walk it would take about 3-4 hours essentially. So I had to sell my PlayStation, didn't have, you know, anything to come home to in that sense, you know, nothing to play games on, nothing to watch Netflix on. I had the cruddiest phone ever. I know this isn't to make it sound like, oh, this is the worst time in my life. It was just I got rid of my PS3 and then on my first payslip when I first got paid from this job, I got a PlayStation 4 because I rang up some place and said, listen, I said, have you got any PlayStation 3s? And I wanted to get, I used to have the PlayStation Slim. And then I was like, you know what, I'll get the Super Slim, the 500GB model with the sliding disc tray. I've still never bought one because I've got a backwards compatible one now and I love that to bits with the little Spider-Man PlayStation 3 font. Basically, I rang up some shop that was local to me. It was a little second-hand shop that deals with electrics and said, you know, have you got this PlayStation 3 in? Oh, there's enemies in there now. Okay, let's be careful of this. I said, you know, have you got a... Oh, shit. I said, you know, have you got a PlayStation 3 in stock? And he said, no, we haven't got a PlayStation 3 in stock, but we have got a PlayStation 4. Now, obviously, because I veered away from gaming for a good year, I was like, you know, PlayStation 4, what's on that? Had a look at some games. Killzone Shadowfall. I don't rate the game highly, but as a first game introduction, because this was within the first year or two of the PlayStation 4 coming out. I think it was the second year the PlayStation 4 came out that I ended up getting one. So I got Killzone Shadowfall, Infamous Second Son, Dragon Age Inquisition, which I thought that was alright, not amazing. What else did I get? And I downloaded Outlast on the PlayStation 4. Now, for a while I was like, these games are good. Fell in love with Infamous Second Son. To date, that is one of my most loved and cherished games of all time. There's specific games that all of yous will hold in high regard that nothing will compare to. Oh, really? Really, bitch?
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox Dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the fox dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Okay, so kinda strange just then that I got an email during that codec call to confirm my appointment with PlayStation. So I've got an interview with PlayStation for a job on the 16th of November. Now, by the time this video comes out, it should be before the 16th of November. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. That didn't really give me a chance. Right, let's go prone just to be safe. And just to be even safer, let's use the... Because we've just thrown a chaff grenade, so we're not going to be able to use our radar. Let's go for the mine detector. Here we go. Shouldn't be any here. Okay, here we go. Go, 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 go. So yeah, I've just had a interview confirmed for this job role I've been applying for. I've got to say, I've been applying for this job role for a good 2 years. It's only it's a temporary contract, but normally if you do well in these roles, they tend to keep you on. So, man, I'm excited for this. It's just, see, this is why this part is good for talking, because I wouldn't have been able to check my email until after the part, and I'm going to mention it at the start of the next part anyway, but it's that's just amazing, man. It's something I've been waiting 2 years for. It's I love it. I love it, and this is the furthest I've got. I've never got to the interview stage. It's normally just a case of, you know, you haven't got experience, stuff like that. But finalised my CV, my cover letter, had a bit of help with it from people that have worked at PlayStation or work at PlayStation, you know, to give me some tips and say, listen, you need to put this on, you need to not put this on, blah, blah, blah. And oh man, it's just... I probably don't sound super happy, but I am. I might not sound super happy because I've had like the roughest sleep ever. What the hell? Oh, the blast furnace, here we go. So, maybe just stay here. I'll just stay here and talk to you guys, here we go. Get this maybe, what's this, what is it? Yeah, get the stun grenade, so I'll just stay here. I'm in the warm room at the moment, need to wait for it to turn red, I believe. And what was I saying before? Yeah, Infamous Second Son, Killzone Shadowfall, all games like that. When I first played them on the PlayStation 4, I could easily see the leap in games. I'm thinking, wow, I've been missing out on these. Now, these games are about a year, maybe 2 years old. I'll have to pinpoint when I actually got a PlayStation 4. It wasn't when it was released in 2013, was it? Might have been 2013 or 14. I think I got one 2016, I want to say. I'm really not sure, if I'm honest, guys. I'm not sure when I got one, but Infamous Second Son. It's a shame we haven't had an Infamous game since, because, man, those games are just... the held to a certain high regard. Like, a lot of you guys might hold Red Dead 2, you know, Skyrim, any game like Fallout New Vegas, which is obviously a fantastic game. All the games I've listed are fantastic anyway. Obviously, if you disagree, you disagree, you're wrong. If you agree, well then, we've just became best friends. Okay, there we go. So we finally got that key card back, and it's now red, so let's just hurry on our way back. We need to be speedy, 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 hot-footed, like the Flash. There we go. I'm trying to think of what else to mention, because normally when I'm talking about a game and talking about little bits, it's a bit different than, you know, just chatting your head off for about 30 minutes. Well, how far are we into the part now? About 24, nearly 25 minutes we're into the part now. So, Until Dawn, that's a game as well. I think, for some reason, it was on offer for just under £20. I think it was like £18 it was on offer for. Now, this was the same year it was released. I'm pretty sure it released towards the end of the year. And I've always loved games in this similar sort of section as, you know, an interactive game, I think they're called. Like, you know, Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain. I've actually got a Heavy Rain tattoo. I've got the origami piece on my leg because Heavy Rain, there's just Heavy Rain. Those type of games are an acquired taste. Not everyone is going to enjoy those games. And, you know, obviously that's okay. Everyone has specific tastes. Like, I don't enjoy playing online games. I think the last game I enjoyed playing online was probably... Played a bit of Red Dead Online with all my friends years ago when it first came out. I enjoyed that. But before then, it might have been Gears of War Online or Kane and Lynch Deadman, which is massively underrated. A bit of a budget type game, but it's massively underrated if you like, you know, crime, heist type stuff. Obviously, don't be expecting too much from it. It's still like a budgeted game, or maybe it just wasn't developed as lovingly as other games. I don't know, stuff might have went on with it, but amazing game. So Until Dawn, when I first got that, I liked the idea of the totem. So the totems, for anyone that hasn't played Until Dawn, or any of the recent Supermassive games, because in Supermassive games they have released certain elements to it, like... Let me explain what the totems are first. So with the totems... Hang on. I'll explain in a moment.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then, they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Die.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Fox Die as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake,
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
That bastard! I'm gonna die! I forgot what I was talking about now. Oh, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, my PlayStation interview. So yeah, I've got that on the 16th at 9:30 in the morning. No, 9 o'clock in the morning. So nice and early. Get it out the way. Now this is something I've been super duper excited for. So, you know, is that keycard still red? Yeah. I'm just gonna say because that bitch can talk. So I was hoping, because I could hear the crows in the background still in the codec, I thought, oh no, it's going to end up getting to room temperature or cold. Because it's taking so long for it to talk now. Hang on, let's choose the power key, it's still red. Okay, if we're quick, we should be able to make it. Let's run past these, run through the middle, here we go, 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 go. Let's go, bitch, let's go, 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 go. So I've got a lot better with actually navigating areas because as many of you guys... Sorry, I just burped a bit. So as many of you guys know... Oh, that was nice to give us chaff grenades there. Yeah, as many of you guys know, the... Oh, fuck! Just when I said I'm getting better at the game. As many of you guys know who watched previous parts of Metal Gear Solid. For the first 3 or 4 parts, I was constantly, you know, running into enemies, getting... spotted, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. It was probably the worst Metal Gear Solid playthrough some of you guys have witnessed. But you know what? I actually want to know, not just from my channel in general, because obviously I could ask from my channel in general, which obviously this might help. What games is it like you guys want to see? No, because I know a lot of yous, I don't know why I put that, to be honest, no idea why. Okay, that's still red. I've got enough time, let's be quick, let's equip the SOCOM. Yeah, what games do you guys want to see either on my channel, or didn't mean to do that, or on another channel? Do you want to see retro games like The Punisher, Ultimate Spider-Man, James Bond games? What was it called? Everything or Nothing? I think Everything or Nothing is one where you rappel down the building at the start of the game. You know, do you want to see the latest games? VR games? You know, what type of games is it like you all want to see? Now, the type of content I'm putting out is, of course, as many of you know, I've done GTA 3, I've done San Andreas. Well, not done, I'm still doing San Andreas. I've done GTA 3, done Vice City, doing San Andreas. I'm eventually going to do Bully. I'm working my way through these classic games that I heavily loved because I love them, and it's probably been about 10 years since I've played the majority of these games, so I'm going to end up replaying the original Spider-Man trilogy. Of course, I'm replaying Metal Gear Solid now, which I adore Metal Gear Solid, the games. I'm really hoping, don't even think I'll reach him now, I'm really hoping that Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Vol 2 receives a Metal Gear Solid 4 in there. I really hope it does because... Hang on. Because Metal Gear Solid 4... Oh, you nearly found me then. Metal Gear Solid 4 to me is the most underrated Metal Gear Solid game of all time. Now, a lot of people will say Peace Walker, but if any of you guys keep up to date with the Metal Gear Solid games, you'll see Peace Walker has a huge following. Metal Gear Solid 4, not so much. It was released just on the PlayStation 3, and it is a bit of a crime that it was released purely on the PlayStation 3, and we haven't had any of it since, so I am hoping it's on the next Master Collection. It's got to be. That and Metal Gear Rising, they have to be.
Confirmed. PAL code entry complete. Detonation code activated.
No, why?
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine. To me, their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me? dear brother. Liquid, how the... You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Oh shit. Okay, gas mask it is, gas mask it is. How the hell am I gonna get out of here? Oh no. So, Miller's dead. That is not fun. Liquid!
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
Okay, please, Archon, hurry up. Oh, come on. Wait, if I move, does it lower my O2 quicker? No, okay. I'm actually surprised there isn't a feature in the game. Oh, come on, open the door, Archon. Here we go! Yeah, boy!
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Thank you. Okay, this part is right near the end, so I'm going to end it on a climax. That's what she said. I'm going to end it here. It does sound like the worst part to end it on, or seem like the worst part to end it on, but it needs to happen. We need to end it here because the next part I'm hoping to do in one go, so I don't want to go over the hour mark. If I can keep it just under an hour, it'll be perfect. So, Liquid's an absolute rat. We're going to smash his head and shave his head, take a poo on his doorstep and light it on fire. See ya!